haven't you? You've cut income tax slabs, or at least given an option of lower income tax slabs. You've talked about, push for a green economy. And a lot of the speech focused on India as a bright star, a shining light compared to the rest of the world. So just on that distinction between it not perhaps being a populist budget with, irresponsible spending, but it will go down as quite a popular one. There's a great headline coming out of this.
What a tightrope walk for Nirmala Sitharaman to pull off, that you don't really give too much, but because of the programming of everybody through fairly strict budgets over the last few years, the expectations have gone down themselves. Look, if you didn't do anything last year coming out of COVID for the salaried class, and her comment was, at least I didn't increase your taxes, right? So there is a sort of a tough love coming from the Ministry of Finance. So it's also a matter of preparing people to say, look, do you want growth, or do you want 5,000, 10,000 as freebies we toss at you? It's far more dignified to go on the other path. But Tamanna, I want to just pick up on two other proposals. One is that they're capping the capital gains on investment in real estate to, she has said 10 crore, I think it's 10 lakh. We will have to figure that out. And the other one is that the conversion of gold to e-gold is exempt from capital gain. So basically they are nudging people to move from physical gold to digital gold, which is the government sovereign gold bond scheme. So if you buy the gold bond, sovereign gold bonds, there is no capital gains on that. But what about people who are holding gold but want to convert? For them, there is no capital gains on that. I just wish that she had extended this to equity as well, because remember, when people like us who invest through either equity or mutual funds, when we are rebalancing portfolios, moving from one to another scheme, without consuming that money, we are just changing, we are still paying a capital gains tax. So maybe this is work in progress. In the next budget, we might see something, because we need to rationalize the capital gains rules as well. But we've seen a beginning with the gold from physical to e-gold.
Explain to us what this means when she talked about enhancing the limits of presumptive taxation, Monika. So it's increased to 3 crore rupees for micro enterprises and 75 lakh for professionals with cash payments less than 5%. What does this effectively mean, and who is this for?
So obviously people who run very small businesses, and then people who run, for example, probably a sole proprietorship or consultants, people who tend not to take formal sector jobs, gig workers. I mean, this whole crop of new young startups who are shooting videos in their homes and earning phenomenal amounts of money. I haven't read the proposal. My sense is till your annual income of 75 lakh, of which 5% or less is in cash. See, the problem is when you get paid in cash, the tax person doesn't get anything out of that. So whatever the presumptive tax number is, you'll be taxed presumptively on that amount, provided only 5% of that 75 lakh or 3 crore is in cash, rest is coming through your bank. So we don't know what that presumptive tax rate is, but it makes it easier. I think earlier this number was 50 lakh. I'll just have to check the budget numbers. But essentially, it's giving you a way to not, start doing all the profit and loss statements and get into the whole compliance problems.
Yeah, another important factor when we're talking about the political undertones of this budget is that Agniveers will have to pay no tax on income received from the Agniveer Corpus Fund. So that's an important one. There was 5,000 crore rupees allocated for drought-hit districts in Karnataka. Karnataka goes to elections in some time. So, these are sort of reading between the lines. They could be seen as election pitched or not, no matter how you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, the budget speech is also about communication. Communication of what the government's plan is, what they stand for to the people of this country. And that's a very, very important factor, which is why, let me just play out some of the key, highlights of the budget speech from the finance minister.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव, महिला सम्मान बचत पत्र. For commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, a one-time new small savings scheme, Mahila Samman Savings Patra or Savings Certificate, Mahila Samman Savings Certificate will be made available for a 2-year period up to March 2025. This will offer deposit facility up to 2 lakh in the name of a woman or girls for a tenor of 2 years at fixed interest rate of 7.5% with partial withdrawal option. Railways. A capital outlay of 2.40 lakh crores has been provided for the railways. This is the highest ever outlay this highest ever outlay is about 9 times the outlay made in 2013-14.